Hi, let's talk about how to seduce married women. It's very difficult to seduce a married woman for obvious reasons, especially if she's happily married. Society puts a huge stigma on women that cheat, but these days, hey, nothing is holding married women back. As soon as they feel unhappy in their marriage or they find a man that provides very personal gratifications, hey, they go for it. It's not like before anymore. Sometimes women cheat to get back at their husbands. They cheat because of money and power and so many other reasons, as you already know, right? So what if you are a newly married woman, or you are single but you want to prepare yourself for the temptations that lie ahead in marriage? Well, how do men that want to seduce married women think? Be it for true feelings, or just to have a taste of her, or even to blackmail her long term. This video is for you. So let's get into it. So how do you seduce a married woman? The first phase, we call it phase 1, is all about getting her attention. Okay, so you get her attention first. So you start by paying her compliments and showering her with praises. You know, women like people who appreciate their beauty, the way and the way they carry themselves. However, with married women, there is a catch. Compliment her well and often, but do not be too direct and don't overdo it. Just use the compliment in an attempt to break the ice and begin a friendship with her. You must also use the fact that most men become so used to being with their wives that they barely pay her any compliment or notice her attempt at looking pretty for him. So take advantage of this by being the first to notice her new nails or hair, her smile, you know, small things like that her husband is taking for granted. The next thing is to have healthy conversations. The pickup line for a married woman is very different. Married women are weighed down with family obligations and rarely get the chance to indulge in healthy, meaningful conversations. Their conversations with others typically revolves around family life, cooking, cleaning, mundane tasks like that. Discuss the day-to-day affairs with her. Talk about movies, talk about religion, talk about, stuff, just good conversation. Be a very good listener, a person she can vent and pour her heart to without judgment, giving her full attention while she speaks. And then of course you ask intelligent questions so she can know you are following her, and taking her seriously. Then take time to carefully remember the details of the conversation that may give you pointers for the next step. So what are the little things she likes? And maybe what is she missing? It's from the conversations that you can get into her head and know what she wants. The next thing is to buy her gifts. Everything from sending her lunch every now and then to buying necklaces, bracelets, perfumes, and maybe flowers, depending on the situation. But personal gifts, she will appreciate. Taking hints from previous conversations. Okay, so it works, right? The next one is to become her phone plug. Most married women lead very boring lives, and they barely have time for themselves or anything fun. So becoming that breath of fresh air that brings her fun, laughter, will have her longing for you in no time, I tell you. Now, the next thing is to congratulate her on her achievements. This is something that a lot of husbands don't do. Did she get a promotion at work? Send her a text if you cannot congratulate her in person. Did she bake something for the first time? Tell her it was great. Did she drop a few kilograms? Tell her she looks more stunning than ever. If I don't get her a dress that is a smaller size so she can fit into it. This tactic pleases your woman. It will help you smoothen your relationship with her and generally win her over when she knows that you are her greatest cheerleader. The next thing is to appreciate her. Many husbands don't appreciate their wives. Whenever she does you a favor or helps you with something, make sure you thank her. Be grateful to her if she helps you with the project. Thank her when she goes out of her way for you. For a married woman, a lot of what she does goes unnoticed and unappreciated. So this might just help you get closer to her. So if she's not used to getting compliments and appreciation from her husband, hey, you giving it to make you dear to her. The next thing is to be discreet. This is a top secret, right? And when she starts to confide in you, give her the confidence that you will be discreet. Assure her that you are trustworthy and not just about talk, and you're not going to share anything with other people. Married women often shy away from relationships outside their marriage just because they fear the complications of their husbands finding out. So being confidential is very important if you want to seduce a married woman. Being conscious of the type of messages you send, depending on the time of the day, matters a lot. You don't want to start texting or calling her in the middle of the night when she's probably sleeping beside her husband. Okay? Now, you keep your outings minimal and secluded. So when you go out with her, plan it well. It has to be discreet. Everything has to be a secret. The next one is to be a complete gentleman. This is what we miss a lot. Open doors for her, carry her things. When you walk, with her, keep her on the safe side of the road. Stand up to anyone that tries to bully her in your presence. In fact, constantly remind her of how much her husband doesn't know how to love her or care for her. Drop little hints of jealousy, but don't ask her for anything financial. Okay, it's too early. It's not the stage you'll be talking about money, because it'll be a red flag. So be the gentleman that spends. You even spend the little you have to make her, yours, to get her attention, so she can know that it's not him trying to get money from you. Now let's move to phase 2, getting her into your bed. Next step. So the first one is to be masculine. Your style, your behavior, your conversation, your body language should always be masculine. You are trying to get a married woman to sleep with you. So add a masculine perfume to that. The masculine vibe will make you look irresistible and create a spark between the two of you while you interact. The masculinity also makes women feel girlish again. And married women tend to get attracted to men who have an air of masculinity about them. The way they carry themselves like real men. You need to display that. Now, the next thing is to make sure that she feels attractive. Never miss the opportunity of admiring her, describing her in sweet words. Focus on parts of her body that is most beautiful, but be careful not to sound like a pervert. Okay? Understand that there is a right time for everything. If you bring this on too early, she may conclude that you are just after her body and take off. So be deliberate and very patient with them, because she'll be having funny thoughts, and any red flag, bam, she will run away. The next one is to build sexual tension. Now that she has the clue that you are sexually interested in her, you may as well continue to build the sexual tension between you. The moment she starts to feel sexually turned on into you, try escalating it to a point, then just withdrawing and leaving her there. Come close to her. Come close to kissing her. Make sure she can really hear you breathe deeply and long for her. Then stop abruptly. Apologize and walk away. Yes, this will keep her tossing in the bed, thinking about you all night. We almost kissed too. God, he was so close to me. So it will get her turned on, and she'll be thinking about you a lot. So you get her to that point, and you quickly withdraw. Finally, work on turning her on. And now you can use seductive words, text messages, pictures, evoking fantasies in her mind. Once she's sexually excited to be with you, she may even make the first bold step of seductively sleeping with you. Now, you need to also express your desires to her in the most subtle way, but in a sexy way too. You can use toys for steaming up, like vibrator, toy loops, suction, etc., to just spice up the moment, like something different. Okay? Now, remember that married women are looking for distractions from their routine life. The piles of laundry and the deadlines of work and everything. Anything to escape this busy life and feel like they're having fun is very appealing to married women. Find out from her the things her husband does that hurt her the most, and ensure that you are an angel and you don't do any of those at all. right? Finally, please know that you run the risk of getting her emotionally attached to you, or even falling in love with you, make her fall in love with you. You may also fall in love with her, but she may not be willing to leave her husband for you. So you should think about this before going too far. Now, please share this video, like and subscribe. You never know who may be prepared, who may want to be prepared for any temptation. This is how they think. This is how they will approach you, and this is how they would work their way into your life in such a way and manner, especially when your marriage is in a bad place, so they take advantage of that. So be conscious, be aware, and be careful. I love you as always. Mwah. Cheers.